Okay, watch out, welcome back. Okay, prize draw time. We said on the 1st of November, a month ago almost, we said, look, there's this stuff we use called FS365. We squirt it over our bikes and it stops them getting rusty in winter. And you absolutely took it to your hearts. That video had such an amazing response, it was actually noticed by Scott Oiler themselves. And as you know by now, if you've entered, we got a little gift from them. And that gift was a dozen bottles of Scott Oiler FS365. Now, 3 bottles of this is a year's supply. I don't go through more than 2.5, 3 bottles a year, and I use it all the time, summer included, because it rains in the summer, being England. So in that sense, we thought we'd chop it up into 4 and make 4 separate prize draws, but you know all that now, especially if you've entered. How many entries we had, Pam?
500.
500. Last week, 500. It's outrageous. Last week we posed a question. The question that we posed was, what were the brand and the model of tyres that we put on Penny's Gold Bonneville? And 500 entries, I think something like 488 got it right, didn't they?
Yep.
Unanimously, you found it straight away, and your entries absolutely flooded in, but we'll come back to in a minute. So today is the first prize draw, but what I want to do first of all, if we can, before we do the draw, I want to answer some FAQs, frequently asked questions, only a couple. Now, we've had 1 or 2 specific questions bouncing up again and again and again, and we've had since the 1st of November when we put that first video out. There's been 2 recurring things that have come up over and over and over again, and I think it's best to just talk about that very quickly first before we do the draw. And the first question was, what was it about the rain? So let's do it this way, I'll show you by the bike. Okay, now the question that we get asked the most about this, not just from this video that we did on the 1st of November and from last week when we posed the question, not just from that, but all the time when I suggest to people to use FS365, I explain what it is, they ask the same question. The logical question, if it washes off with water, does the rain wash it off? So many people are asking that, and you're probably nodding, yeah, she is. So there's the point, does the rain just rinse it off? Well, if you left it and you didn't do anything but just put 1 layer on and rode it, I imagine you'd wear through it quite quickly. But remember, the rain itself doesn't beat on your bike hard, even if you're riding along in it. What tends to get on your bike is a spray from the road. It's the splash up that makes your bike filthy. And that doesn't hit your bike with any force. It's more of a mist, like a spray that just sticks on it and then it rinses and runs off, and then you get that filth all over it. So no, it doesn't really rinse itself off. But remember, the way that you use this product is you keep applying it. You keep building up that layer. You keep it wet all the time. So before and after, when it's really nasty like it is now, look at the state of this now. While I'm riding it like I am in the rain at the moment, it's just got an oily, dirty mixture all over it. And I'll get to a point where I can't take it anymore and I'll wash it all off, and it'll only take me half an hour. That's the principle. You keep it before you ride, put a little coat over it like that. And then when you come back, you put the bike in the garage, let it cool down for 10 minutes. You don't want the exhaust to burn too much. Once it's cooled off a little while, put another little layer and then leave it there. And that double application, every time you start your ride, every time you finish, will keep that oily layer over the bike, that waxy oily layer. It will keep it in place and it will stop it wearing away in the weather. It will erode away in the weather, but eventually, and if you don't keep it laid up, which you should do. Simple as that. The other question that's quite common, what's the other one, Pen? It's about brakes, isn't it? People keep asking that, what if you get this on the brakes? Do you have to keep this business of washing off all the time? I had a conversation with one of the guys at Scott Oiler about this, and he said, look, actually, do you know what? I don't really care. I spray it over the whole bike, brakes included. And first 2 or 3 applications of the brake pedal or the brake lever is all it takes, and it cleans itself away. You get a little bit of non-actuation just for a few pumps, it's absolutely fine. And I found that to be the case too. Now, how you feel about that, I don't know, that would be your personal choice, but all I can say to you, to all of you watching, is honestly, roll £8 up the road and give it a try. It doesn't cost enough to worry about. It's not like the expensive processes that you get sometimes out there with other products. It's extremely good value. You just keep 1 litre will last you most of the, once you've done the initial treatment, and then you've got it ready, you can use it for 2-3 weeks if you wish, while you're riding to work and back through the winter, and then wash it at the end of the month. And then you just keep going out. It will last ages. You're not wasting any money. Give it a try. Try for yourself. See what you think. You're not wasting enough. And whatever you think, let us know. We have converted quite a lot of ACF people, haven't we, Glenn? So many of you have come to us in the comments box and said, We use ACF 50, but I've decided it's too much grief. I can't wash the damn stuff off. It takes days to get it off using solvents and all sorts of hot steam and all, and it just is a nightmare. I love this stuff because it just rinses off, and that's, I think, as important as the fact that it protects. So we love to wash our bikes, we love to keep them clean. So there's the two questions. It does wash off in the rain if you don't keep it layered up, and that's the point. Before every ride, after every ride, little squirt, just to keep that layer on there, and that'll be absolutely fine. And yes, if you do get it on the brakes, it's not the end of the world. It does rub itself away quite quickly, and it's not going to do any long-term harm or damage because the brake pads won't absorb it like they would brake fluid or other oils. It just rinses off. So that covers that. I think we need to do the draw, don't you, Penny?
I reckon.
Let's get the draw drawed. Right, ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get going. What we're going to do, just very quickly, I want to say that we mentioned the special offer on this product, which has got 3 by 3 litres, and you get a fourth one free.
And a buff.
And a buff, that's right. You get that with it, but that's only up to the end of this month. So you've only got about another 3 or 4 days. If you want to get in on the special offer, get it ordered now. You can go online, Scott Waller's website, we'll leave a link underneath, and you can order it yourself. You've only got 3 or 4 days. You get a free litre chucked in and off as well, so that's pretty cool. Should we do the draw, Penny?
Yep.
Okay, so we had 500 odd entries, didn't we?
We did.
It's just ridiculous, isn't it?
Can I just say something?
Go on.
We had so many responses. It's taken me 3 days to collate it all. So I thought if anyone's entered once,
Yep.
you get entered into all 4 draws. So you don't have to enter again.
Yeah. No more questions then, isn't it?
That's right. You can continue to enter if you're new.
Yeah.
But if you've already in here,
If you're already one of the entries, then your entry will count for
it will keep rolling.
It'll roll on for 4 weeks. So no more questions, no more need to answer any questions, look up videos, because she sat for 3 days writing out all the emails, hundreds and hundreds, 500 emails, and they're all there in little strips of paper. So let's get, so that's all the entries. Let's get them in the box.
Here we go.
Yay. Shake them up and stop.
Shake them up. Oh my god, this is exciting. There can only be one winner this
There can only be one.
Right, there you
ready?
go.
All in there, all scrunched up.
Ready?
I'm not gonna look. Pick a winner.
And the winner is...
And the winner is, who we got?
Benjamin Perrin in Bolton.
Benjamin Perrin in Bolton. Congratulations, Ben. You have just won yourself a year's supply of FS365. There's the first one. Fantastic.
I'll email you in a minute.
Absolutely. I'm glad it wasn't someone from Czechoslovakia whose name we couldn't pronounce. We've got to practice.
Oh, that's a practice.
Practice. There we go, Ben. Congratulations, my friend. You are the winner of the second prize draw that we've ever done, and the first of these 4. So there you go. So the rest of you that entered, fear not. They're all still in there. There are 3 more opportunities to win in the next 3 coming Sundays. We'll draw those and get them sent off. Right, what we're going to do with you, Ben, is we'll contact you by email because we've got all the email addresses, and we'll get details, we'll get a phone number, we'll have a chat with you on the phone, and we'll get this stuff sent off to you in the post. Anything else, Ben?
That's it. Next prize draw next Sunday.
Next prize draw next Sunday. You know the question, just to reiterate, if you haven't entered already, the question is what was the make and model of the tyres on Penny Pit Stops Gold Bonneville? You know where to find the answer. Take it easy, ride safe. Anything else?
That's it. Thank you.
See you next time.